You look like
so we need to work on some more questions.
Bob, you look like a Muppet. You look like a Muppet. When I saw you on that show, it was a Muppet show, Kermit show. You look like the fucking old man that sits up in the balcony. Them two old geezers that sit up in the balcony.
Yeah, I need to get a martini glass, right? And sit there like, oh, okay, this is an interesting show. Yeah. See, it doesn't do me a lot of good to wear a suit because, like, I'm wearing a collar shirt right now, but y'all can't see it because of my beard. That's why I don't wear a necklace anymore. It's like nobody's going to see it.
Well, I want to interview you. I really do. Consider this an interview because I'm going to write the article about you. Bob on Muppet Friends. So how was you discovered? How did you get discovered for this show?
Which show?
Muppet and Friends.
Kermit and Friends?
Yeah, that one. How did they discover you?
Oh. Well,
she's a beautiful girl. She's a beautiful girl. I mean, how did she discover you?
Well, we just met each other on the Drunken Peasant show because they came over here a couple of nights, more than one night actually, and they were ransacking my live stream, right? Just coming here bashing me, talking smack, and basic liberal chit chat, and so I knew who they were, but I didn't follow their channel or nothing at the time. So I didn't know exactly what they were about. And then a few nights later, after the last time they came in, Maurice Dell, I guess he caught on to who they were because, that's the thing. And he saw that they called themselves the Drunken Peasants, and they apologized. I said, man, we're just messing with you. We're just having fun. I said, oh, okay, it's cool. So I never did block them on my channel. And so he came over and got me, and he told me, Bob, they just started up their live stream. Out of the house, we're talking about you. They're going to talk a lot of smoke. You got to go watch this, and blah, blah, blah. So I went over there, and I called in, right? And I swear, it must have been 5 minutes worth of warning, Elisa, that I was going to just down her and badmouth her and things like that. And I'm sitting here thinking, wow, these guys really don't know anything about me, right? The only guys I do that to are the guys that come after me that way. Then I go after them that way. I'm usually better at it.
So when did the realization become apparent to you that you had been discovered to a more popular show like this? And when you realized that you had been discovered, how did that feel at that moment, at that very moment?
Well, Alicia had mentioned a few things that told me that in 3 days' time, she went back and watched several of my videos. She might have already seen a couple of them. And she watched one of my videos on the environment where I talk about it and make sense how I talk about it. And she watched a couple other videos. And everything she mentioned told me she had gone searched through my videos, picked a few out, and watched them. And she liked my knowledge and I had saying those videos. So she really liked it. And she realized that somebody's been doing videos for a while. And I guess because I know a lot of people through the years of being Trumpster Bob, that she thought, well, this Bob guy, he's got a little niche here or something. So she brought me in to be a part of her show. And I thought, hey, that's pretty cool. This is somebody that kind of gets it, And then when I figured out who she was, because I really didn't know who she was.
Our viewers wonder how once you was discovered as talent, you were a hit on the show. I mean, it's obvious. You picked up parts instantly. How did you go from being discovered from talent to being COO of the show? How did that happen? And that seems like that happened pretty much instantly. Were there any special?
Pretty quick. I was just on a private phone call with Lisa, and No, not at all. I was in a private phone call with her, and we were just talking about, life or whatever. And she goes, "You know what? I really like you, and I need a for me." And I said, "What the hell does a COO do?" And she told me, and I said, I thought about it, and I thought, that'd be pretty cool. Try to do this for somebody.
Yeah,
like
that's an awesome job, and to move up so quickly like that. But some of us out here think that you did not work your way to the top. We're wondering what other ways are there to get to the top, Bob? I got to ask you this:
Well, if you're
did you sleep your way to the top? If this stuff happened within like 24 hours, you what? Excuse me. Did you sleep your way to the top?
I gotta tell you, if I had slept my way to the top, I honestly think I wouldn't be talking about us being some item by now. Like, I'm a loudmouth, man. I'll be bragging rights right there. Yeah. We
wonder. We wonder. So, how many seasons do you think you'll make on this show? Think you'll last? You'll be permanent?
I think she's got a better show than Howard Stern, and if she gets the right people around her, she could have a better show, and she could get her own contract.
Which brings me to my next question.
My only thing is,
it is sort of a hypothetical question. It's sort of a hypothetical question. I mean, due to your success on Kermit and Friends, what would happen if a guy like Howard took notice of you? And your phone rang, and Bob says hello, and Howard says, "Hey, I saw you on Kermit and Friends, and we really like your bit there, and we got a little bit for you here." You know where this is going, don't you? I can't even have a straight face.
Bit, okay? I'm straight
okay,
guy.
Well, let's just say, would you appear on the Howard Stern show if he called and asked you to? But sent you a plane ticket, round trip, both ways, nice hotel while you're there, and then I'll tell you what your bit is there.
It depends how much he's going to pay me for my time, because he getting paid $100 million for the year to do a show. He got to spread a little something around. Can't come out of there empty-handed.
Sounds like a challenge to me.
But I'm not going to. Yeah, it ain't going to be no round roll. I'm not an attention getter, but yeah. I can definitely bring attention in certain directions, but I'm not a Benji, if that's what you're wondering.